All right, guys, as promised, here's the breakdown for the match that I had with David Overfield out of Nice Guys Submission Grappling in Indiana. I was warned ahead of time that this guy was no joke, that he's very good, and I learned that firsthand. He is very good. Actually, everybody said he's very good except for his instructor who said he sucks. So it was funny. It reminded me a lot of the guy I trained under. So anyway, he drove a long way to take this match, and I trained hard, but ultimately fell very short. And part of it a lot, and there's more to it. But let me first say, my name is Bill Jones. I'm the head instructor of Top Level Martial Arts in beautiful downtown Cuyahoga Falls. I'm a black belt under Master Pedro Sauer, and you're watching Professor's Corner. So I just didn't execute. That's the easiest way to say it. So let's take a look at the video now and watch. Now the video is only 32 seconds long. That's all it takes. The real match was probably about another minute longer than that. But to be honest with you, it was mostly just he and I kind of vying and jockeying for position standing to see if either of us were going to break, like be easy to take down or something. And I think once we realized, like we both had a similar game plan here, he pulled guard about 10 seconds before I was about to pull guard. Like I didn't feel like I was really getting anywhere with standing, so I was going to pull guard. He did it first, and so I was okay with that. But let's take a look where it starts. Yeah, I have a move. I tried guillotines from here. Turn off the sound, and that's fine. Right here, he's just gonna sit. He's just gonna be like, okay, done with this. Whoops, sorry, paused the wrong thing. Let me back up a little bit. So right here, he pulls, pause. So right here, my idea is to get pressure in on his shield, and I saw an easy over-under. I was going to dive in for this over-under position, and on the far side, it's hard to see from this video, but he starts to attack the Kimura on the far side arm. So that's kind of why I back out of it. So let's take a look there. Right here. Now, a couple mistakes. I was just kind of working my way in. I should have been way more aggressive on that. So this is something, because I don't compete a lot, something that I don't do well is in competitions, I don't attack hard because I'm used to just kind of wandering into it with members and stuff and students. Right here, he's attacking that far arm. And what he really wants to do is to get me up out of here. He wants me to sit up for people who don't maybe understand why he would do that or whatever. I mean, he would love to have the Kimura, but it's not that likely from there. So, but he definitely wants me to sit up. Now, right here, huge mistake. He gets me to sit up, and then I just accepted it. Like, I just accepted that position. So this is a mistake right here, huge. My elbow's on the outside. It gives him an easy underhook in here. This is not something I would typically do in training, but I was definitely feeling, like I said, I don't compete a lot. I was definitely feeling some jitters, and, like, I just messed up. It's that simple. I don't know how else to say it. So we'll keep going. Boom. He gets his underhook, and he elevates right here. He starts pulling me over in the deep half. I wasn't overly concerned about the deep half, if I'm being honest. I knew he had good leg locks, but I wasn't scared here. So, okay, so right here, the big thing I wanted to make sure that he didn't do was get on this leg. I was really concerned about him pummeling into this leg and attacking it. So right now, I kind of try to drive his head out. You can't see it, but my left arm is starting to frame him a little bit that way. I realize it's not going anywhere because he's tight. He's got his ear tight to my leg, so I can't really get any separation. What I should have done is taken this guy right here, my right arm, and underhooked hard and sprawled this back and just kind of reset the position. I didn't do that, though. I opted instead to try to step over, and I was going to swing my left leg over, utilizing my flexibility, and come out. But what I didn't account for was him elevating me right here. You'll see that when I step over, he elevates me a little bit, and not hard, not far, but it's just enough to make it so I can't take that big step. And what it does allow him to do, this is a slick entrance. This is part of what I want everybody to see. What it does allow him to do is to slip under. So you'll see me here. I'll step over right about, like I'm just, boom, right there, pause. Okay, I'm going to back up. So I step over and he keeps my leg on the other side of his head. I did not expect that. I expected to kind of sliding board off this way, defend a little bit of him taking me to the back, and then end up kind of turning over 180 and basically resetting the position that way. I had no illusion that I was going to get a knee bar or anything. Like some people thought I was going to step over for a knee bar. I didn't think that was going to be a possibility. That wasn't even an issue for me. I really wanted to try to just kind of reset. I did not like where I was at. But he keeps it, and it's hard to see, but he keeps my foot, and I'll highlight it again. As I come over, he hugs the leg back into his head on this side. And what that did was it made it so I couldn't escape this way. And so I started to slide my hips out this way. And man, that was a huge mistake because you can already see his leg coming over. He's already I'm still thinking, oh, how can I get out of this deep half situation? He's already thinking he's ahead of me. He's heading to the honey hole right now. So by the time I realize what's going on, it's too late. So we'll see here. Boom. See, he's already, boom, honey hole, done. You can see here how he had kept my leg, which didn't allow me to go away. So that was a real heads up move on his part. Really impressive. Boom. He's already here. You can already see it. Let me get this out of there. He's got the honey hole well locked in. I'm going to make a last-ditch effort to bring my leg over, which isn't even a good honey hole defense. Let's be real clear. I needed to bring it in here. This foot needs to go between the legs, base to the ground here. I need to take my left arm to the ground, base, turn my hips, and run away. It just doesn't happen. It's not even close to happening. He's too tight, too fast. I was not ready for it. He caught me way off guard, and I'm going to tap as a result. So here's pause. Perfect heel hook setup. I never had a chance. You can already see me saying, oh, this is done. Like I already know it's done. And so I'm going to tap quick. I made sure not to get injured. That was the number one thing. So there it is. That's the breakdown. Things I got to work on. Man, I got to be way more aggressive on my entrance to an over-under. It was just way too casual like I would do in the gym. And you can't compete like that. And then I've got to be a lot more heads up about that deep half guard. I should have just taken the underhook, worked to a crossface, got in tight, sprawled the leg back, started again from there. Instead, I tried to get a little bit fancy and depend on an attribute, my flexibility, which ultimately got me killed. So a couple different things there that I can work on. And entrance he used, because it was pretty badass. That was a nice entrance to the honey hole. And I'm going to steal it because that's what we do in jiu-jitsu. We steal what works. All right, guys, I hope this is helpful. Again, thank you to David Overfield. I really appreciate it. He actually took this match kind of on last minute notice. It was originally supposed to be with someone else. That person got injured. And I just said, hey, is anybody else willing to do this? And he's like, I am. And so I did. And it was great. Good experience. Poor result on my part. But hey, at least I made his day. Guys, hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.